We moved on this property 27 years ago. We named it Belle Reid Farm for our children, their middle names. Our daughter's Catherine Bell Cofer and our son is Charles Reid Cofer, thus the name Belle Reid Farm. Right now we have 14 horses. 2 are gelding Gypsy Vanners, 2 are Gypsy Vanner fillies. We have 2 Friesians, 2 stallions, and 6 mares. Hey, my name is Rhonda Cofer. My husband Chip and I own Belle Reid Farm. We created this farm in 2005 with the Gypsy Vanner horses.
My name is Lindsay Phillips and I work for Belle Reid Farm as their farm manager and trainer. It is a blessing every single day of my life to be able to be here and to do what I love, to be around the horses that I couldn't have dreamed of being able to train. I grew up riding Arabians and quarter horses, so when I originally came, I pulled down the drive and I was like, oh my gosh, I made it to heaven. Belle Reid Farm is a Gypsy Vanner breeding farm located in Loganville, Georgia. It's a 17-acre farm where we breed, sell, train Gypsy Vanner horses. It's a dream come true for a trainer because this breed is completely docile compared to any other breed in the U.S. They are very willing, they're very caring, they absolutely love head hugs, which normal breeds you have to actually teach them to do that.
The Gypsy horse is a breed that was created by Gypsy people. The Gypsies wanted a people-sized shire to pull their colorful caravans, and they wanted their horse to be colorful and beautiful and flashy like their caravans. Their caravans were their homes at the time. They also needed a horse that was docile enough to be around children and other animals. And it was about a half a century in the making to get this breed to where it is now. The breed is made up of Shire, Clydesdale, Friesians, and Dale's pony. They wanted a lot of the feathering, lots of hair, lots of mane, tail, forelock, and that's where BioMane comes in for sure to help us with their hair. The Gypsies envisioned a wonderful family horse, and the Gypsy horses were part of their family. In 1996, Dennis Thompson and his late wife Cindy went to Great Britain to look for shires. They thought they wanted to raise and breed shire horses, and they happened to see a little black and white colored horse running through a pasture, and they stopped and asked the farmer, what is this horse? And he said, I don't know, Gypsy owns it, and there's a whole herd of them in the back. And they found the Gypsy and talked to the Gypsy and spent, I think, 10 days with the Gypsy learning all about this breed. And it wasn't a breed actually until it came to the United States. And they imported 2 stallions in 1996, the Gypsy King and Kushtibak, and they imported 14 mares to start their breeding program. Then they wanted to have a registry for this horse. They spoke with several different Gypsies and they came up with Gypsy Vanner Horse Society, and the name comes from the horse pulling the caravans. That's the name Gypsy Vanner.
You know, they're so hardy. They're such a hardy breed where they're easy keepers. They can live on air. We have to feed them very minimal, but we do supplement obviously with the BioMane, and that is our story to tell for sure. In the summer of 2016, we had a 75-day drought here in Georgia, and our pastures suffered, our horses absolutely suffered. We could tell a quality change in their coat, in their manes, in their tails, in their feathers. Everything just diminished. And this breed is absolutely gorgeous. They're not designed to not have this kind of hair. So for a short period of time, we tried to just, do what we could with products. We tried a little bit of everything from the outside in, like any kind of moisturizers or conditioners or things like that. And then we really just got desperate, like to the point of I was like, I can't train and sell, we can't train and sell these horses without having their natural beauty. I felt like their quality was just like diminishing little by little, and it was starting to kind of break my heart. So being the farm manager, I felt like it was my responsibility to do my boss solid and say, hey, like let me figure out what I can do to make this better. It's actually funny because Rhonda's daughter Katie, her and I both saw a link on Instagram at the same time, and she sent it to me, and I called her and I said, you saw what I saw on BioMane, right? The story goes, I was actually in the ring with Sydney, my training assistant, while she was working a horse, and we were working with him, and I said, you know what, let me just call, let me just call BioMane and see, like, what is it all about? Like, what can we do? So I called, and Cole answered. So I told him, we've got this situation out here in Georgia that we've got a 75-day drought. These horses look nowhere near the standard that they should be. And he said, well, I happen to be the person to talk to. And he was extremely gracious and said that he would be happy to send us a pallet to try out and see, how the results went. And I said, that would be wonderful. I mean, let's work as a team. Let's see what we can do here. And so the first, we went ahead and did some before pictures of our horses so that we could watch the results take place. And after the first month, we just watched this bloom. It wasn't just the mane and the tail growth. It was the quality that was growing. It was the inside out. People want to do topical treatments and things like that, but you really have to heal them from the inside out. And that's what we saw happen with BioMane. Was it made everything change. The quality of their coats had changed. We had one mare that literally had very wiry hair for some reason, and she wouldn't shed out. After we started using the product, we were able to just get it all off, and now she is absolutely gorgeous. After Belle Reid Farm started to use BioMane, we noticed that everything changed. The coat condition changed, the manes changed, the tails changed. The volume in which it was growing was excellent. At this point, we cannot even get most of our tails in one tail bag. We have to do multiple braids and really get them in there. So we have to do a lot of care on that. But that's what we want. That's what we were after. We were completely looking for a product to put these horses back to their beauty, and that's what we got with BioMane.